On almost a daily basis, I'm told that financial institutions, at the urgings of regulators, are making additional capital demands on their borrowers with commercial real estate loans, creating a vicious cycle of distressed sales, lower appraisals, and depreciation for neighboring properties. Many of us are particularly concerned about the financial challenges just ahead, where somewhere between 200 and 500 billion in commercial real estate loans mature in the next 12 to 15 months. These are aggravated in Alabama and the Gulf Coast by economic fallout from the BP oil spill. There we're seeing a preview of what we will soon experience throughout the country, or may experience, a cascade effect of less tourism, a diminished capacity to repay loans, lower appraisals which depress property values, fewer real estate sales, and overall lower revenues for businesses and struggling communities. In Alabama and other Gulf Coast states, the financial impact has rippled from the shoreline throughout our entire state due to less tax revenue. Aggravating that situation are unfulfilled promises by BP to compensate for the losses, which is particularly upsetting when the citizens of Alabama see BP public relations campaign on TV claiming to expedite the claims, although their claims have not been processed. It's my pleasure to invite Gulf Shore's Mayor Robert Kraft to testify today to inform us about the additional challenges facing communities and states dealing with what can only be termed an environmentally and economic catastrophe. He is in every sense of the word an eyewitness to what is going on. With regard to the broader commercial real estate market, what is happening along the Gulf is indicative of what could happen across the country if credit is not made available to the marketplace. Once these loans come due, the losses to the FDIC insurance fund could be significant. One of the proposals we're hearing is a new $25 billion fund for commercial real estate with the Treasury Department with a 10-year full faith and credit. We need to look long and hard about this and about whether we may be creating even more risk for from the private sector to the taxpayer. Worthwhile strategy, in my view, and I'll close with this, is Mr. Garrett legislation, U.S. Covered Bonds Act, which Congressman Jaworski and I joined him as original co-sponsors. This should move to the House floor as soon as possible, and I think would be a valuable source of liquidity to the commercial real estate market. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.